Hi, I'm Malie, and my scenario is that I'm here with Lynn Smith, who I've met previously. I'm a private social worker, and she's coming to me for the second time where we're gonna try to figure out what the problem is with her. She did explain that she's having issues with her teenage daughter, and we're gonna explore that more and do solution-focused therapy today. And we will not see Lynn Smith because she does not want to be on the camera. Okay. Hi, Lynn. How are you today?
Hi, I'm good.
So let me tell you how this is going to work. Basically, we're going to go through 5 different steps to get through this process. So the first one is where I'm going to let you describe your issues or your problems to me. Then we're going to work on developing goals, and you're going to come up with what your goals are. Then we're going to look for basically what you feel would need to be the miracle in order to solve your solution. Even if you don't believe in miracles, we're just going to come up with one and see where we can go from there. Then we're going to look at exceptions to the rule, like when things are different, when you don't have the problem. What is the exception that stops the problem from occurring or prevents the problem from occurring? And then I'm going to take everything that you've shared with me and review it and give you some feedback about what I think might be a good solution based on what you shared. Do you have any questions?
No, not right now.
Okay, so basically, what would you like to accomplish here today? What do you think you need help with?
Well, the reason why I'm here today is because, I wanted some help with trying to deal with my daughter. She's 17 and I've noticed some changes in her, and which has brought up some suspicion in, what she might be doing when she's out with her friends. So basically that's kind of my problem right now. I'm kind of stressed out about that.
Do you notice that did anything change recently that brought this out, or is it just been going on for a while?
No, actually there has been a change. 2 months ago, she actually entered into a new school. Mm-hmm. And I think, having new friends that do different things, this is her senior year and she's at a new school, and all the years before this she was at another school and I didn't have these problems. So I don't know if the school is the reason why she's behaving like that, or what's going on.
Okay, so do you think the problem is with her new friends, or?
I think that could be part of the problem, yeah.
Okay. So what I'm hearing from you right now is that you and your daughter, you're a little bit suspicious of what she's doing because she hasn't been communicating with you very much.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. That is part of the change of behavior, actually, is that she's not communicating with me as much. We don't spend that much time together, and basically, I think that that's probably what the problem is.
So, before she switched schools, were you folks always communicating? Did you folks share a lot? Or
we actually communicated a lot more than we do now.
Okay.
We would watch movies together at home, videos. We'd watch our favorite TV shows together. We'd go shopping together. So we actually did a lot of things before, and now we don't do that much.
So if I'm understanding you correctly, you're having a hard time trusting her because you're not sure who her new friends are. You folks are not communicating like you used to, and it seems like you might be missing her a little.
Yeah, actually I am. And I don't know if it's missing more so because of the worry, just worrying about what she's doing, but you are right. I do miss her.
Okay. So you know what? Let's come up with some goals, because it seems like, we've identified some of the problems. You're not communicating as well. You feel like you can't trust her because you're not communicating and you do miss her. So let's come up with some goals. If you and your daughter were communicating more, what would that look like to you?
Well, like I said, we'd be sitting down on the couch watching a good video or watching our favorite TV show. We'd go shopping together. We just ultimately we'd be spending more time together.
And when you folks spend time together, she talks more.
Yeah, and so it brings out conversation. She used to share things that happened in school or share things about what her and her friends did, things like that.
Okay, so on a typical night when you are communicating with your daughter and things are good, what does it look like? Like specifically?
I guess her and I talking about things that either happened that day or something funny, and then we'd be laughing, or she'd say, "Hey mom, there's a good show on tonight, let's watch it," and then we would watch it. That would be a good night. Okay. And that's usually when her friends are not calling.
Okay, so what we need to work on next is basically the miracle question. Like, what would it take? What type of miracle would it take for you to have your problem solved?
So I don't quite understand.
So imagine that everything was exactly the way you wanted it to be between you and your daughter.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What would have to take place for that to happen?
If I had everything as I would like it to be with my daughter, then we would talk more, have more conversations. We would hang out more together, just basically spend more time together, and she would ultimately trust me.
Okay, so right now your thing is you want your daughter to trust you so that you can also trust your daughter. You think?
I guess, yeah. That's kind of what it is, yeah.
Okay, so I'm assuming that it's not all the time that she's not communicating with you. Is there times when she does communicate with you recently?
Well, when she's not out with her friends and she's actually gonna stay home, then she'll talk more with me. Or when we're driving in the car and we're going to the mall or shopping, we'll talk in the car.
So do you remember when the last time was that you and her had a decent conversation?
I think about 2 weeks ago when she stayed home and we were kind of just talking story, and she was kind of sharing, what's been going on in school a little bit, while she was home.
Okay, so what was different about that time? Why was she home? Why was she sharing with you? Can you identify what was different about that day?
I think it's because she had no plans to go out. So basically, she was staying home. So I guess she decided to talk with me, to spend some time with me.
Okay, so what I'm seeing is that, unless your daughter has plans, she's pretty willing to stay home. She doesn't mind talking to you, but it could be that she's just so busy with her new social life that she might forget that you also like to hang out with her.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so, I'm listening to you, and it seems that you have a lot of strengths. You're willing to listen to your daughter. You want to be there for her. You are a concerned parent. And you're willing to give her freedom. You have given her freedom, and you have shown her a lot of trust. And it seems like right now you're starting to doubt whether or not you trust your daughter because she's not talking to you as much. So am I on the right track? Let me know.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up with a task for you to do, kind of like homework. It seems to me like you're really missing your daughter and you're missing her conversations, and because you folks are lacking this conversation right now, it's causing you not to trust her, and you think that she doesn't trust you. So what I would like for you to do is I want you to go and talk to your daughter. You need to open up that line of communication. And it seemed like the one exception was when she didn't have any plans with her friends. So I would like for you to, when you go home, next time you folks are talking, explain to your daughter how much you miss your conversations, how much you enjoy having them, and ask your daughter if she's willing to give you one night a week where you folks can hang out, you folks can have girl time together, and you folks can do something together. Whether it's watching a movie, going out, getting your nails done, shopping, whatever the case may be, ask her to give you one night, and maybe not one of her social nights where she wants to hang out with her friends so much, but maybe a night where, like a Wednesday night after school where you folks can hang out together and do things together. Does that sound like something you're willing to do?
Yeah, I think that's something that I can do.
Okay.
Sure.
So we'll work on that, and next time you come back, I want to see how that works, if things have changed, if things have gotten better, and let's just have a recap of what your goals are. So I understand that your goals are that you want to communicate more with your daughter.
Yes, I do. And I do want to communicate more with her, and I guess gain her trust.
And you want to gain her trust. Okay, so those are two very important goals. So one is communication and one is gaining her trust, which you feel you can do if you have more conversation with her. So basically, to work on those goals, that's going to be the two things we're going to work on, is talking with her, hanging out with her, and through that communication, we'll explore whether or not you feel like you trust her more the next time we meet. Do you have any questions?
No, I think you summed it up pretty well. Thank you.
Thank you.